Vincent, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Michael. How are you?
Yes, I'm well. Vincent, I'm so sorry about the last session that I had to cut it short. There was a
Yeah. Yes. Well, did you get all that stuff sorted with all your Airbnbs?
Yes, I did. And look, it's just one of those things. It's not all it's not all my Airbnbs. I've just got the one, and it was just a sort of a checkout that just had to happen, and and look, I can't apologise enough, and honestly, if you were paying me for the sessions, I would offer you this one for free. That's all I can offer as reassurance.
Yeah, I'm really embarrassed about this because I think we can work out something when. Once you've graduated, I think that would be a good thing. Once you've graduated, we can talk about payment, because I've spoken to other psychiatrists and they charge a bomb.
But listen, let's come back to that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just the cost of living at the moment and stuff like that, and just things are expensive, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, when this fella checked out because of all the commotion, he left a bad review, and oh my God, and I haven't actually had any. So I've just been living, foot to mouth. I mean, hand.
Oh, really?
Hand to mouth. I mean,
foot to mouth. That's a disease, isn't it?
Foot in mouth.
Yeah, you often have your foot in your mouth, I think. Is that what therapists do? Anyhow, I'm not lying prone.
It's a Freudian slip, but we don't do that anymore. We do Jung. Now listen, I trust.
Oh yes, we're doing Jung. I thought it was Jung.
No, it's Jung. It's Carl Jung. He was he worked with yes, but listen, let's not get into all that theory stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we can come back to it, obviously, but
yes.
Look, I trust everything's in order, and no harm or self-harm.
No harm, self-harm. I'm looking at your picture. I've rubbed off the horns. I did draw a moustache, which I've tried to rub out.
Oh.
I drew a big moustache, and you kind of look a little bit like Tom Selleck. It's this big bushy moustache that I drew. And you sort of look like a cross between Tom Selleck, Dennis Lilly, and Tom of Finland. And it's disconcerting, so I sort of rubbed it out. But the whole photo thing is an issue at the moment, because the photo is actually in my bedroom, because that's my safe place to do therapy. And my partner struggles with it being here, but I said it's okay, but she feels like she's being watched all the time. And especially during intimate moments, she feels like she's being watched intently by the photo. So I cover it up. I'm not sure what to do in relation to that, because, it's part of my journey, and I actually find it quite encouraging being watched.
Right. And which of those three do you find it most encouraging being watched by? Because you mentioned, was it Tom Selleck?
Dennis Lilly,
and most interestingly, Tom of Finland. Yes.
Yes, she thinks it's more like a star. It looks more like Stalin. I don't know. I'm just sort of It's just a weird thing. Anyway, I've tried to rub it out, and it's just a little bit of a smudge there.
So it's like a smudgy thing.
You look quite handsome, actually. You look quite handsome.
But still pixelated. I see.
Yeah.
Well, that interesting. That really brings us. Wow, and there's a lot there to unpack, really.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm not sure what to do about the photo, but yeah, I wanted to share with you something else that because I've been feeling quite low, and I have been feeling like I've got a cold coming on. So what happens? Our tradition in our family is that we I go to my auntie who makes this chicken soup, Italian brodo, and she calls it Italian penicillin. And in her street, she's in her 80s. In her street, she has this rivalry with this woman up the road who's Jewish, and she makes the Jewish penicillin.
Yes.
And there's always this thing between them that I have to go to one and the other, one to the other. Which one makes you feel better? The Italian brodo or the Jewish chicken soup?
The chicken soup, yes. Well,
and I mean, my auntie is very competitive, and what I found out this year that she does is she actually dissolves Panadol tablets in her soup.
Yes.
So it is really, she actually dissolves, medicine into it, which has put off Ruth, who's the other woman. She's put her right off, made her very angry. They're both in their 80s. They're nuts.
Yes.
I don't know. I thought I'd mention that to you because I feel like you are a man who knows his way around a matzo ball or two.
Yes.
And you could maybe tell me what I should do.
Yes. Well, with I do know my way around a matzo ball. In fact, there's a in fact the matzo ball is the only part of the animal you can eat safely. There's it's interesting you should mention the Jewish penicillin and the Italian. I've had experience of both, it's a lot of it's got to do with the placebo effect, as has been well documented, and the placebo effect has been proven to be effective. But I found in my case the Jewish penicillin to work better.
Why?
Well, it some of it has to do with I don't know, some kind of maybe like a familial personal allegiance. I mean, I wouldn't dare come into my house and say, hey, this Italian penicillin really works. I'd be that would be like
the Italian one's more like Panadol. I think she just puts generic Panadol in it.
Well, interestingly enough, I think in some ways that's probably better, because this is the thing, and I've been trying to explain to my mother for a long time, the whole thing with the Jewish penicillin, because I say to her, look, I think I've got a cold, which is a viral infection, and Mum says, hey, have some Jewish penicillin or chicken soup, and I'm like, Jewish penicillin. She says, yeah, Jewish penicillin. I said, but Mum, but it's a viral infection, penicillin is like was developed during World War II for bacterial things, and Mum's like, what do you know? I'm like, well, this is what I know. Like, shut up and eat your chicken soup,
Oh, I know. Well, yeah, my auntie's very persuasive, and it's sort of this friendly competition between them, but it gets quite heated, because then it becomes about other things, what happened in the war and blah blah blah. I don't understand.
Which yeah. Oh, wow.
Well, they're just referring to the suburban wars of the 1960s in Melbourne.
I see. They were slinging past each other.
Yes, it was a wild time, apparently.
Yeah, I imagine. Was this like, right, in the streets of St Kilda? I can imagine. Oh, I see. Well, Vincent, listen, look, I can understand why this is all making you sad, because digging up all this stuff and obviously coming down with a viral infection at the same time. But look, all I can say is, keep up with the, penicillin, either one. Yes. But again, just keep up the intake of fluids, really.
Yes.
Whatever they're laced with.
Yes.
And just sort of recline as much as possible.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
don't. Well, I mean, you're striking, so you're not working too hard. Don't work because then
I'm still striking.
you're still striking, and avoid picket lines because you'll infect other people. So you've got to be socially conscious and aware.
Yes. And what should I do about the photo?
Well, maybe print a new one.
Oh, okay. Start again.
I think so, yes. But listen,
Okay.
look, I think our time is up. It's been a terrific session. It feels like we're really making progress. And
Yes. I think Jung is sort of helping.
definitely, I think next time we'll talk about the, the archetypes. And definitely I think it's time for us to move on to, the collective unconscious. And maybe we'll talk a little bit about that, yes.
Yes, well, we're thinking of getting our house painted, so a chat about architraves would be fantastic.
Okay, let's do that. All right, cheerio then.
Bye.